Despite what you may have heard, there is no single best credit card for everyone. The right credit card for you is going to depend on your spending habits, how simple you want your setup to be, and also whether or not the benefits are going to outweigh the annual fee. So in this video, I'm going to break down the best cards by different categories of spenders and what to look for in each one. And if you want more practical credit card and money saving advice, hit like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get into it. If you're young or have no credit history, how do you go about finding your first credit card? Well, there's a few things you want to look for in a beginner card. First, you want something that's easy to get approved for. Second, you want a card that's going to report to all 3 credit bureaus that will help build your score. Third, you're going to want a card with no annual fee. And finally, you're going to want a card that will allow you to upgrade once you have built your credit. And one of the best beginner credit cards you can currently get is the Discover It secured card. The rewards on this one are going to be pretty simple. You get 2% cash back on dining and gas stations and 1% rewards on any other purchase. But this card also has a great bonus where Discover will match your cash back at the end of your first year. There is no credit score required to apply for this card, and there will be a refundable security deposit that you can get back after making on-time payments for the first 6 months. There's no annual fee on the secured card, and Discover provides a great path to upgrade if you want another card from them in the future. This was my first credit card, and it is a great option for those starting out just looking to build their credit. These are some of the best credit cards available if you want a set and forget option with no annual fee. These cards have great day-to-day rewards, and because they have no annual fee, you can have them for a long period of time and not worry about closing them. First up, we have the Amex Blue Cash Everyday. This card's going to offer 3% cash back at supermarkets, 3% at gas stations, and 3% on online retail purchases. And that 3% on retail is going to cover purchases on Amazon and most other online retailers, making this a pretty solid catch-all card. Next up, we have the Capital One Saver card. This card's going to have 3% cash back on dining, 3% back on entertainment, and 3% back on streaming. This card's going to be a little bit better for those who more often find themselves going out to eat rather than buying groceries and cooking at home. Next, we have the Chase Freedom Flex. This card's actually going to offer 5% cash back on rotating categories every single quarter. And then with the Flex, you also get access to Chase's travel portal where you will get 5% cash back on any purchases made directly through the portal. Beyond that, you get 3% cash back on dining and 3% back at drugstores. This card has high upside if you plan on monitoring those bonus categories, and it also pairs really well with other Chase travel cards. And finally, we have the Citi Double Cash card. This card's going to offer a very simple, flat 2% cash back on all categories. This card is great for those who don't want to track different categories, and it's especially good if you have really varied spending that's not concentrated in any one area. If you're interested in a travel credit card, what exact features should you be looking for? Firstly, you're going to want good reward multipliers when it comes to both travel and dining. Second, you're going to want flexible redemption options when it comes to transferring your rewards to different airlines and hotels. And of course, you're going to want no foreign transaction fees. 3 of the best introductory travel cards you can get are the Bank of America Travel Rewards, the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and the Capital One Venture. The Bank of America Travel Rewards is the only card here that has no annual fee, and it also has a really simple reward structure of 1.5 points for every dollar spent. The no annual fee makes it a great card for those who may not use it often but just want something in their back pocket for when they go abroad. Next up, the Chase Sapphire Preferred is going to have an annual fee of $95, but it has a slightly more varied reward structure. You're going to get 5 times points on any travel booked directly through the Chase portal. You're also going to get 3 times points on dining and 2 times points on any travel booked direct. And then of course you get 1 point per dollar on all other purchases. Having this card will also give you the chance to transfer your points to one of Chase's many airline or hotel partners. It's also going to give you some pretty basic travel protections like auto rental insurance and trip cancellation insurance. Additionally, you get a $50 hotel credit, which can help offset that annual fee. And finally, we have the Capital One Venture card, which also has an annual fee of $95. In my opinion, the Venture has slightly better multipliers than the Sapphire Preferred. You're gonna get 5 times miles on all hotels and rentals booked directly through the Capital One portal. And then on top of that, you're gonna get 2 times miles on any other purchase across the board. Now, Chase and Capital One have unique travel portals, with Chase offering a few more options for domestic US travel, while Capital One offers more options for international travel. You really want to look at the airlines that you fly most often and see which travel portal aligns most with your habits. This can help you decide which of the travel cards is going to be best for you. If food is your biggest expense, these are 2 credit cards that you should know about. First up, we have the American Express Gold Card. This card is going to offer you 4 times points at restaurants and 4 times points at grocery stores. On top of that, you're going to get 3 times points on any travel booked through the Amex portal, and then also 1 point per dollar on every other purchase. The downside with this card is that it is going to have a $325 annual fee, but that can be offset if you take advantage of the rewards like the dining credits and the Uber credits. But if you're looking for a more affordable alternative, you can check out the Amex Blue Cash Preferred. This card only has a $95 annual fee that's waived for the first year, but it's going to offer you 6% cash back on groceries up to $500 a month. And beyond that, you're also going to get 6% back on streaming services and then 3% back at all gas stations. If you have a small business or you're planning to start one in the future, getting a separate business credit card can help you stay organized and on top of all your expenses. And there's a lot of different options on the market, but one of the best intro business cards you can get is the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited. The multipliers on this card are clean and simple, giving you 1.5% cash back on all purchases. You're also going to have no annual fee with this card, and it pairs really well with other Chase cards if you want to transfer your rewards in the future. If you're interested in getting a premium credit card, how do you decide which one is worth the money? Some key things you want to focus on are going to be the travel multipliers, the welcome bonus, the airport lounge access, and of course, the credits that can help you offset that high annual fee. There are 3 major luxury cards to choose from on the market, and those include the Amex Platinum, the Chase Sapphire Reserve, and the Capital One Venture X. When it comes to the Amex Platinum, the reward multipliers aren't anything crazy. You're gonna get 5 times points on any flights and hotels booked directly through the Amex portal, and then just 1 point per dollar on everything else. The main benefits with the Platinum are going to be all of the credits. And lock in because there are a ton. You're gonna get a $600 annual hotel credit, a $200 airline fee credit, $120 credit for global entry or TSA pre, a $209 credit for Clear membership, a $200 Uber Cash credit, $300 digital entertainment credit, $155 Walmart Plus credit, and a $100 credit to Saks on 5th Avenue. And there's more credits every single month that I can't even list. Next up, we have the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which is the most expensive card on this list, coming in at $795 per year. This one's going to have slightly better multipliers than the Amex. You're going to get 8 times points on any travel booked directly through the Chase portal, and then 4 times points on any travel booked direct. You're also going to get 3 times points on dining, and then 1 point per dollar on everything else. And then as far as credits with the Sapphire Reserve, you're going to get $300 annually towards travel, $300 towards dining, a $300 DoorDash credit, a $300 StubHub credit, and finally a $120 Lyft credit. And then finally, we have the Capital One Venture X, which is the most affordable card on this list, coming in at $395 per year. The multipliers with the Venture X are pretty straightforward. You're going to get 10 times miles on all hotels and rentals booked directly through the portal, and then you're going to get 5 times miles on all flights booked through the portal. And then you have a pretty generous 2 times miles on all other purchases across the board. This makes the Capital One a pretty solid catch-all spending card. Now, the credits aren't going to be quite as extensive as what you get with Amex or Chase, but you are going to get a $300 annual travel credit, a $120 credit towards global entry or TSA pre-check, and finally, you get 10,000 anniversary miles every single year, which is equivalent to about $100 in travel credit. So each of these cards can justify their higher annual fees, but that's only if their rewards actually align with your spending habits. So what you can do is tally up the dollar value of all of the bonuses and credits that you'll realistically take advantage of, and then subtract the annual fee. This will give you a good idea of whether or not the card makes sense financially for you. That's going to do it for this video. Thanks again so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. And if there's any other money or credit card videos you're interested in, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next video.